Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your favorite marketer, Jose, and today I'll be going over some tips to go by when you're running your business plan. All right, competition. You always got to know your competition. You got to know why your competition does what they do, how they do it, when they do it, and how it can make you money. Investors are going to want to know, if you're bringing this to an investor, they're going to want to know who they have to worry about, who might hurt their bottom line, who might hurt their investment, who might hurt their pocket. Audience. You have to know your audience. You have to know your target market. You want to know who will be the most profitable, who is the most profitable. You have to know who your audience is to know how you can make that money, how you can profit. Now the next thing, logic. You got to be logical. Everything on that list has to be logical, within reason. Again, if you're bringing it to an investor who's going to be fronting up the money, your plan, your idea has to be logical, has to be rational. If it's not rational, if it's not logical, if it doesn't make sense, then it's just not going to work. It's just how it works. No pun intended. It's just not going to work at all. So it has to be logical. You have to be able to explain everything around your business plan, how it's going to work, why it's going to work, when it's going to work, who's going to help you make it work. Investors don't want to hear some imaginary plan from the planet Mars to California and how you're gonna skate over the moon and dunk a basketball on your way there. Investors don't want to hear that. They want to hear how you're actually going to make the money and how that makes sense. That's all an investor worries about. I was working with this boxing company. We were strategizing on how we were going to make money, how we were going to get people to come in and watch our boxers fight, watch our boxers perform. And I had investors. I had over $30,000 in investors. We came across this guy who had this business plan. He wanted me to bring my investors. Again, I had over $30,000 in investment money. He wanted me to invest in, and it was just bogus. It just didn't work. Again, my investors, they want to make money. They're talking about at least 25% of the project. They want money. They don't want to hear what may happen if this goes right. They want to hear what will happen when this goes right. Accuracy. You have to be accurate. You have to know everything that's going to happen, that's going to play into it. When it comes to weather, if it's raining that day, then people will not come buy tickets. People there with your information, because these investors, they have CFOs, they have CEOs that are going to be looking into this business plan, and they will be critiquing you and the outcome will be based on whether or not the information comes out perfectly. I'll give you an example. My first business plan I gave to our operations manager at my job at LA Fitness as a marketing director, and yeah, my first marketing plan I gave to I presented this to an investor, a potential investor, and he loved it. It was essentially a great marketing plan. And this was my first marketing plan. He loved it. He loved it. He loved it. Oh, so he loved it. He brought it to his CFO. She was gonna determine whether or not they can actually make the investment into my marketing plan, into my actual into my business venture. And he said he loved it. Now he showed it to her. He came back and he said, "Listen, it's a great idea. I personally want to invest in you. I think it's a great idea. I can definitely see how you're gonna make money." He came back and the date was wrong. The day that I actually submitted the marketing plan was wrong, and so he said I couldn't submit it. I couldn't do it. See, that's an example of how small and how accurate you have to be with everything. Every piece of information on that piece of paper has to be A1 information. Management. You guys know I'm a social media marketing manager. I manage a boxer currently, works of managing an artist from the UK. Management is extremely important. You have to have someone on your team. You have to have a management team that's willing and that's hungry, just as hungry as you, to help you and get this business plan out there, to get this idea out there, to make sure that this works regardless of what happens. As you guys know, again, I'm a marketer. I'm a marketing manager as well in the real world outside of social media as well. Something that you must have as a businessman. You must have a strategic marketing team. You must have strategic marketing ideas. Regardless of how your business plan is going to come out. It could be a basketball tournament. It could be a boxing tournament. It could be a boxing tournament. It could be a concert show. It can be a club. Give me an idea of how you're actually going to bring people in. You can't just tell me that because you have 30,000 followers that people are going to just come. Are they followers or are they fans? You guys know that I say that all the time. Someone can have 50K followers, but are they fans? I've seen people make a lot of money with 700 followers. I know people that make money with 500 followers. I'm currently making money with 200 followers. You have to show me how you can translate a like to a follower to a ticket sale to an investment. You have to show me how, and that comes with strategic marketing.